Hello friends, my name is Raza Masood. Today we'll discuss about a topic multiple criteria decision analysis. Friend, this is a very important topic with respect to project management. If you are studying project management in university or you are planning to give exam of PMP, especially, so this is a very important topic and you will see this topic in the exam. At least 4 to 5 questions will definitely be there in the exam in which your concept related to this topic multiple criteria decision analysis will be checked. Furthermore, friend, if you are a professional project manager and working in any organization as a project manager and managing the projects, so your decision power should be very strong and you should be able to handle multiple projects and should be able to take decisions accordingly. So friend, let's just start. First of all, I would request to please subscribe to my channel and click on the bell option as well so that my new videos can reach to you. So let's just start. Multiple criteria decision analysis. Friend, first of all, see, this is a topic related to purely project management. So what is a project actually? A project is a temporary thing which has a beginning and ending point and it gives you a unique output or product or service or result. That is called as project. Project has two main ingredients. One is temporary, one is unique. Like every project is unique and every project is temporary. Temporary means that it is ending, like after some time it will finish. It will never be an ongoing thing. Also it always be a unique, like we are implementing, each project is unique, like we are implementing it on the first time. So temporary and unique, these are the two most important ingredient of the project. If any of the two ingredient is missing in the project, so it is not a project. Like for example, if it is an ongoing thing, so it will never be considered as a project, it will be considered as a operational work. Now friend, we can talk about the topic multiple criteria decision analysis. Friend, the if you see, there are four terms here: multiple criteria decision analysis. So friend, that means whenever we are working in project, uh, there are multiple criterias. Based on that we can analyze and we can take any decision. So if you just see these four terms, multiple criteria decision analysis means that during the project execution or during the project selection methodology, we can use multiple criterias having the analysis, and based on that we can take any decision. First of all, this is the main concept. So multiple criteria decision analysis is a decision making analysis that evaluates multiple criteria as part of the decision making process. So whenever we are making any decision, for example there are four projects, and you have to take a decision that which project you will take to initiate. So based on multiple criterias we can take the decision. For example, which project will give you more revenue, for example, which project will complete earliest on time, which project will facilitate more to customers, which project is more aligned with the business strategy of our company, which project will facilitate more to the users, which project will increase our customer base, etc. So there are many criterias. Based on that we can take any decision. Another example is that, for example, you are going to purchase a mobile. For example, there are multiple brands available in the market which gives you lots of features. So friend, just try to imagine the concept here. So which criteria you can use? For example, you have multiple criteria, like for example, which mobile has a better mobile camera, which mobile has better space, memory space, which mobile camera has a better selfie option, which mobile has more storage, which mobile has the better processing speed. So based on multiple criterias you can compare every brand, like multiple brands are available nowadays in market. So based on that you can take the decision. So friends, similarly the same concept applies on the project management as well. For example, you are going to take some decision about project. For example, you are thinking that which project needs to stop or call off due to some reason. So we can have multiple criteria. Based on that we can take the decision. Here friend, one thing very important here, that the decision which whatever the decision you are going to take, it should be based on some analysis. Like it should not be a case that just like for example, you don't like something, that you don't like the project, so due to that reason you take the decision. For example, you want to implement the mobile application, so you take the decision to initiate the mobile application. Like there should be some concrete reason, there must have to be some concrete analysis behind that you can take the decision to initiate a project. So every decision should be based on the analysis. Now friend, steps in multiple criteria decision analysis. First of all, define the context. Context means friend that you should have the clarity. You need to clarify, clearly define the context of your analysis. The context accounts for the present situation, key players and stakeholder. Like what is the context of the decision? Like for example, you want to select a project, so this is the context. You want to call off a project, you want to analyze the performance of your project. So you must have to define the context, the background, and that what actually you want. So the context should be very clear. Secondly friend, identify the options available. You must have to identify like whatever the options are available. Like four projects are available, which you can take to initiate. So which project is better? So you must have to identify that this project is better, this project is not better. So you must have clearly defined the options which are currently available. What is your objective? It should have to be clear in every mind. Like first of all, objectives should be clear to you, like what you are going to do actually. Measure out each of the criteria in order to discern their relative importance. The criteria should be very clear and calculate the different values by averaging out weight and scores. See friend, here based on the criteria you can give some weightage and scores to every criteria, every option, and after that you can take the decision. See, first of all, you should have a clear mind that what actually you are going to take the decision, what actually you want. Your objective, your context should be clear. The options, the current available options should be clear, and based on your criteria you can assign some weightage, some scores to each option. Okay, and based on that, once you assign the weightage and scores to every option, then you can take the decision. See friend, here what is the core difference here. They see the decision which you are going to take is based on some analysis, some criteria and some weightage. Okay, so this is not the case that you just like something or you don't like something, so based on that you take the decision. It is that main decision is based on some calculations, some analysis, some weightage and scores, and based on that you take the decision. So friend, here remember friend, one thing, that decision which is based on some analysis, there are high chances that that decision maybe there are chances that that decision could be correct. And the decisions which are not based on anything, like is no decision, there is no analysis, there are high chances that decisions can be wrong. For example friend, just take an as an example. For example, you are going to purchase a car, let's suppose. Okay, so you have decided that, like for example, auto 1, auto 2, so multiple cars or brands are available in the market. So what are the criterias, like price, safety, performance, fuel consumption, maintenance? So all these are the criterias which should have to be calculated, which should have to be considered while calculating, while taking a decision to purchase a car. Just take it as an example. So every factor, every criteria has some points or weightage you can, or a score you can assign, and based on that, once you calculated every criteria weightage and scores, and the last you can calculate that which one is better based on the total score or total value. So this is the main concept of multiple criteria. Like see multiple criteria here: price, safety, performance. These are, there are multiple criterias and there are multiple brands available. So based on your weightage and scores, you can take the decision that which car is suitable for you to purchase. So friend, thank you, thanks a lot for your time, and that's all from my side. I hope you like this video. If you like, please share it with your friends and colleagues, and thanks a lot for your time. Thank you.